Hey everyone! I'm so excited. I'm gonna tell you about how I made this crazy thing. Everything is red. Sofa, the Keytar and me, cause I'm red Indra. Alright, so, and I'm a bit of a mad professor, crazy person, so how I made this crazy thing and why. First I had Alesis Vortex on its own, and I quite love the instrument. I think it's a really beautiful instrument, but the problem with Alesis is that I did not quite like the shape. I think it's a well-designed shape for people who love 80s, and I quite like 80s, but not that much, I guess. So yeah, I had to redesign it. I had to do something with it. So I wanted to have those boobs and that bum, you know, that female shape body, because I think it's just beautiful on an instrument, really beautiful. So I thought, I have to make it. I have to make it like that. And a very smart person would have taken off the body, taken out all the buttons and all the electronics, and then done some work, while obviously I just wanted to give it a go and do it my way, which probably is not the right way, okay? But still, I'm very happy about the result and what I got. So I had the Alesis Vortex the way it is, and I wanted to repaint it at least to red and reshape it, and that was so I started having a think about it. Some interesting material like this. Check this out. I think it's for making insulation for fridges or something like that. I wasn't making a fridge though, so something like that. It was very, very soft to cut, and so I could shape it a little bit, carve it a little bit, though I had no experience whatsoever. Anthony, how do you call this thing?
Foam.
Foam?
Insulation.
Okay. Okay, insulation foam, possibly.
I don't know.
Alright. Thank you so much.
Obviously you don't know what it's called.
Okay, that's what I'm going to say. So I gave it a go. Ooh, look at that. And I wanted to attach it to the Keytar, but then I changed my mind. And then I realised I don't have enough knobs to play with. Although it's a MIDI controller, you can program it any way you like it. I thought I would like some sort of either faders or knobs that you can gradually turn up and down the volume or the effect. Because that's what I want to play with in my music. When I got the LaunchControl, I had two ideas of what am I going to do. My main idea was, imagine it's not there, I was thinking about putting it up here, but then there would have been two problems. My hand would have been here in a very uncomfortable position, and I'm female, it would have been really uncomfortable for my boobs. Instead of having it here, I thought maybe I could have it here. Then I figured out Keytar players, the usual problem with Keytar players is that they're using the right hand too much, playing all the solos and whatnot on the right hand, with the right hand, and the left hand only some slides and some sustain pedal and changing from octaves. So I thought I could put the LaunchControl from my left hand. So instead of putting it here, pressing it like this, I turned it around and put it here to be pressed like this, which is ergonomically much better for the left hand. I mean, guitarists have figured it out already. Then I tested them whether they're both compatible with each other and able to live. After I had made my decision about attaching LaunchControl to the Alesis Vortex, I started attaching it. So here's the thermal material, thermal foam. I made a shape, cut out the shape, I cut the main body and the little bits around here because I didn't want it to be too squarey. After cutting the right shape from the foam, I attached the foam with epoxy resin. I attached it with some fiberglass. Don't breathe in, hold your breath. Fiberglass. I attached the LaunchControl to the Alesis Vortex. I just did it. And I was very scared because what if it goes wrong, but I thought, whatever, let's just see what happens. I decided that I need some sort of a different material. There exists such a cool thing as polyester filler. So polyester filler, beautiful smell. 2-part filler, usually used for cars. And yeah, so first you would do a lot of sanding, and then you fill all the bits which you need smooth and lovely, which was exactly what I was after. I'm very glad I discovered this material. And then I did a lot of sanding, a lot of sanding, and that was my nervous breakdown number one, because I didn't know I had to do sanding so much to make it look anything decent. So my husband helped me a little bit. He showed me what the heck am I supposed to do there, because I really don't have a clue about all this stuff. So it started actually taking the shape I wanted it to, and I got my faith back. And then I did more sanding and more sanding and more sanding. Here's the main reason why I couldn't finish the Keytar as perfectly as I wanted to, but I think it's better finished imperfect than perfect and never finished. One of the very last steps was to coat it with epoxy resin after it had acquired the shape I wanted. Really new thing to learn about epoxy, but you can have low viscosity and high viscosity resin, so for me that was quite a new thing. It wasn't like a big problem, but it did cause some trouble. It was just such a thin layer. I wanted it a thicker layer, so I kind of put more and more epoxy on, which is not a good idea. Don't do that. So it got inside of a button. This is a button that is not working, and I had to take it off. Makes you a bit upset when you work for so long on one thing and just... So this button is not working. Low viscosity epoxy resin is a brilliant tool for everything else, but not my Keytar. It's very drippy. It goes into every little gap. No matter how I had used a lot of masking tape to protect the buttons from any sort of damage. That's why I say smart people would have taken out all the buttons and electronics and just did the work on the body, which I didn't do that way, so don't try this at home. After the sad day with a destroyed button, epoxy had gone into the button inside of it, and I couldn't press it anymore, and I couldn't take the epoxy out. So yeah, that's what happened. But hey, I've got 7 more buttons left, so that was the good news. Played around a bit, and yeah, I obviously managed to reprogram it however I like, and voila, then it was ready to paint. Masking. Then I would cut out a bit of masking tape for each button, and with a tool like this, carefully tuck in the sides. So that was quite a little mission, I'd say 5 minutes for each button, and that's all just because I didn't bother to take out the electronics and the buttons out of the body. When I covered all of the little buttons and knobs with the masking tape, I decided, hey, I'm gonna cover the white keys but not the black keys, because I'm red Indra, I don't need black keys, I want red keys. So that's what I did, and finally in my life I have the keyboard of my dreams that has red keys instead of black keys. I used filler and primer in one. I thought that would just make it nice and smooth. Obviously I was wrong, because to make it nice and smooth you gotta sand it and sand it again. I had to just stop doing this. I simply wanted to stop making it finally, start programming it finally, and start playing music, because I'm a musician, not an instrument maker. I sanded it a lot, but just enough, because I just could not be bothered anymore. So because it's not that perfect, I did not want to go for a glossy look. These are really lovely. It was fun to use them both. Could have been more perfect. Here it does its job, and because there is fiberglass layer, the epoxy resin, it's really strong where it is. That's all I care about. I'm very excited, I'm very happy. To be honest, I can't believe I've actually made it. And then the last step was putting on the turly-whirly, beautiful little pretty things with the glow gun. You can see me doing that there. And I have put this turly-whirly pretty thing here, and there's a special reason for that, because without any looking, close my eyes, I can just put my hand there, and then I have my 4 main launch pads, and then I can just press them. I can just close my eyes. Here we go. Because I can feel with my pinky finger, I can feel the turly-whirly pretty thing with the side of the finger, so I know where I am. Then it was basically finished. Turn it on and play. This is my beautiful instrument. It's called Athena of Love. There'll be another video where I'm explaining about the MIDI programming and playing this instrument. I really was not sure whether I'm not gonna just destroy Alesis Vortex and LaunchControl. I was ready to give up any moment and just be like, I've broken this all, this is terrible, this is that. And I did have 2 little mini nervous breakdowns, as I do. So, next big aims are coming soon. Have a look. I'm going to be experimenting with much more crazy stuff in music, and creating music and selling music. Share it, comment in the below section, tell me what would you have done differently, what cool other projects do you have. Oh, just tell me whatever you want after watching this crazy thing. So yeah, I'm Red Indra, and keep in touch here on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel and be my friend on Facebook.